their cost of construction have effectively doubled from under 2 billion ringgit original budget to now 3.9 billion ringgit, possibly more. But at the moment, they say 3.9 billion ringgit. Now, they have admitted that all the scope in the airport have increased. For example, they have increased from 2 stories. This is a low-cost airport. From 2 stories, they are now building 9 stories. And this is costing an extra 420 million. Then you have got the size of the airport footprint increased by 131%, which is costing extra 670 million. And then there was another 530 million just to build government buildings. Okay. Now the biggest question must be, were all this expansion justified? Is it necessary? The managing director of MAHB, Tan Sri Bashir Ahmad, said the cost increase was so that the airport can now cater to 45 million passengers instead of the original 30 million. Hence, the increase in cost of the airport is just a case of bringing forward the capex. That's their explanation. Now, the Ministry of Transport must justify the approval of such a massive increase in capacity. And this actually caused MAHB last year to raise 2.5 billion in debt. So they took up a debt of 2.5 billion because of this. When the current passenger traffic at low-cost terminal is only 15.4 million. Currently only 15.4 million at LCCT. Okay. What's more, even the main terminal, the KLIA main terminal, the capacity is only 25 million passengers and they are only receiving 18.7 million. Okay? Or 74.8% of the capacity. As a gauge, just to compare, Dubai Airport number of passengers today, one of the busiest hubs in the world, 47 million passengers. Changi Airport, 42 million passengers in 2010, number of passengers. So essentially, what MAHB is building is a terminal 80% larger than the current main terminal. So we have a current big, huge main terminal. What they are building is a terminal that is 80% larger in capacity than the main terminal. Okay. In addition, now they can provide for A380 at the low-cost terminal. Low-cost terminal, who use A380? Okay. Walker-latest, fully automated baggage handling system, substantially larger commercial space including a public shopping mall, provision for 4 hotels, excluding an airside transit hotel, a premium lounge, and it gives the impression that KLIA2 is actually a replacement for KLIA and not for LCCT. Okay? The Ministry of Transport and MAHB appear to have gotten the concept of low-cost terminal completely upside down. Okay? And obviously unable to adapt to cater to a new business model despite demands from low-cost carriers. Their penchant for spending big money for grandeur has resulted in Malaysia missing a true and unique opportunity to bring about a game-changing transformation for the Malaysian aviation sector. What is more, shareholders of MAHB, including Khazanah and the government, must question MAHB's reckless expenditure, for if the passenger tax will not be increased, and Tan Sri Bashir said passenger tax will not be increased, okay, then effectively the returns to MAHB would have reduced by nearly half as a result of doubling of the cost. One could also argue that had MAHB not overspent on KLIA2, then there would have been no need for the recent 28% increase in airport taxes from 25 ringgit to 32 ringgit at LCCT and from 41 ringgit to 65 ringgit at the main airport terminal, okay, which resulted in lower competitiveness for Malaysian airport. What is more important for MAHB is to improve efficiency, service and other tangible qualities of our airport, intangible qualities of our airport in the region, instead of being obsessed with everything big. Unfortunately, Malaysia today serves fewer passengers than most of our regional competitors. Indonesia, 44 million, Singapore, 42 million, Bangkok, 43 million, Hong Kong, 50 million, compared to KLIA, both main terminal and LCCT, 34 million. The Ministry of Transport must give an assurance that there will be no further cost increase and no further delays in the construction of operations in KLIA2, which will further jeopardize our leadership in the increasingly competitive low-cost carrier industry. Questions? 25. Main terminal capacity today, KLIA, 25 million. And they have 18.7 7 million passengers. 2010. So they seem to be building a replacement for the main terminal, not a replacement for LCCT. Current 15. So they are already at capacity. So there is a need for new LCCT, no question about it. Okay, but whether this is way in excess of requirements. The whole point is why they argue that it's just a case of bringing forward the investment. But investment can depreciate. What you invest today, if not utilized, in 10 years' time is worth zero. So why bring forward today when you can build it later should the demand require of it at a much later stage? It's like, I have only just got married, like Ni Jing just got married, no kids. But today already bought an Alphard because she's expecting 5 kids. But by the time she has 5 kids, the Alphard already worth nothing.